Hearing is the most relational of our senses, connects us to people. So at Hough Ear Institute, our mission is to restore hearing worldwide through research, teaching, and humanitarian efforts. And our dream is that all who have ears will hear. At Hough Ear Institute, we have several different areas of focus. Hearing loss to tinnitus, to the impact of hearing loss on cognitive decline, also focused on ototoxicity.
My nephew was 19 when he was diagnosed with neurofibromatosis 2. Tumors had begun to adversely and significantly impact his hearing. Fast forward to today, and he's lost his hearing as well as his speech.
So our regeneration technology is really focused on just restoring natural hearing function that regenerates the auditory sensory cells and allows people to hear like they did before they lost their hearing.
We're really proud to collaborate with the Hough Ear Institute on the development of new treatments as it relates to hearing health and hearing-related disorders.
So in our partnership with a pharmaceutical company, we're developing a second-generation technology of our regenerative therapeutic.
The ability to do this would be groundbreaking for patients, of being able to take them from not hearing to hearing.
Those of us who have always had hearing can never know fully what it's like for someone who's lost it. To give a portion of that back to them, to be able to hear someone say, "I love you," those spoken words are so valuable.
We're constantly trying to innovate and problem solve to create more impactful ways of providing quality of life benefits for people. There's a lot of evidence that hearing loss and cognitive decline are really interlinked. What we're really focused on right now is understanding, how does hearing loss impact brain health? How does it impact cognition? How does it impact dementia? And then how do we develop the next generation of drugs to impact on not only hearing loss, but also the effects on cognition, dementia, and things like Alzheimer's disease. Another area of emphasis for us is ototoxicity. And what that simply means is that there's toxins in the environment or that you might be exposed to that can cause hearing loss. And it comes in many different forms. It could be solvents in a work environment, or it could come in the form of certain therapies that you might need to take for a different type of illness.
I was first diagnosed with a pediatric brain tumor when I was 9. So one of the 4 chemotherapies I had was an ototoxic drug called cisplatin, and that can really cause a lot of the deafness you see in cancer survivors.
We have a new partnership with the lab at the University of Oklahoma Health Sciences Center, where we use nanotechnology to protect against the hearing loss induced by chemotherapeutic agents. And if you could do that, you're going to provide much more peace of mind to patients, but also much greater quality of life on the back end of their treatment regimen. Tinnitus is a phantom percept that sounds like it's coming from the external environment.
Well, it's a very individual thing. For one person, it might be that constant ringing in the ears with varying volumes and intensity. For the next person, it might be more of a hissing or a buzzing.
At Hough Ear Institute, we're very focused on trying to develop innovations and to gain new insights into how tinnitus develops. And then where and how can we intervene with therapeutics to short circuit that pathway that's so debilitating for so many people. With our lead technology, NHPen 1010, we've already seen great advancements with how it impacts tinnitus. And what it does is it helps to regenerate nerve endings in the cochlea. It also helps to attenuate the hyperactivity in the brain.
Unfortunately, with tinnitus, the more stress we have from everyday life can impact and raise that level of tinnitus we're experiencing. And as the level of tinnitus increases, the more stressful and impactful it becomes in our day-to-day life and functioning.
We get calls all the time from people who are really desperate for some sort of intervention or some sort of relief. This led us to create the first and only tinnitus support group in the state of Oklahoma.
It's really a great thing because you get to see all these people come together and share support and share resources and stories. It is something I suffer with, so this is a topic that's kind of close to my heart because I know what a struggle it can be.
Our goal is to bridge the gap between the present need and the future of when therapeutics become available to help people.
And unfortunately, while there's no cure for tinnitus at this time, there is hope. There is healing.
So an important part of our mission is to provide medical mission trips across the world where we train the next generation of ENTs in developing countries.
Dr. Hough was my mentor. We really feel like the skills and gifts we have are gifts that are God-given, and so we like to share that in other countries. And in particular, we've been doing that for a couple of decades in Vietnam.
And you know, the mission of HEI is anyone who have ear will hear. And we have the similar mission for Vietnamese patients too. When doctor from HEI team come, they can update for us when they give lecture, teach us new technique, new procedure that we can apply for Vietnamese patients.
Our humanitarian efforts are not just in Vietnam. We've been in different countries in Africa, been in the Middle East. It's a global influence.
So as part of our mission, we're very focused on meeting the needs of our community around us. There are 90,000 Oklahomans who are predicted to have hearing loss and to not be able to afford hearing aids. So we developed the Hough Aid Hearing Wellness Program to meet that public need. Oklahoma has a vision for becoming an innovation leader in our nation, and it's the right time and the right environment for students to engage with that. One of the more fun things that we do is host a STEM camp called the Hough Science Camp. And this camp invites middle school students from all across our state to understand the future of Oklahoma's innovation ecosystem, but also to talk to them about careers in science. We do have a wonderful young professionals board for Hough Ear Institute. They really care about the work we do, so it's something we're very thankful for. Each year we host an awards gala that recognizes community partners and organizations who exemplify our mission and vision. We give out awards that are focused on individuals or groups that are looking to elevate, educate, and innovate for the public.
A lot of times we think of innovation happening in faraway places. But in this case, innovation happens in the heartland.
Oklahoma is going through an innovation renaissance right now, and Hough Ear Institute has always been cutting edge with its research. We are so excited to be in an environment where there's a real push and a real momentum around innovation in Oklahoma.